Cary Grant's Villa Paradiso in Palm Springs is the kind of place that feels like it belongs in a storybook. Tucked away in the lush, old Las Palmas neighborhood, it's easy to see why this spot was so special to the legendary actor. Now, for an interesting twist, not many people know that Cary Grant never actually owned the property, but he loved it so much. He gave it the name Villa Paradiso, and trust me, that name alone says everything about how peaceful and idyllic this home must have been for him. In today's video, we'll take a tour of Villa Paradiso and learn a little about Cary's life. Originally built in 1928, the estate is more than just a single residence. It encompasses a collection of 4 homes, all beautifully arranged around stunning gardens and a sparkling pool. Notably, the pool house was not part of the original design. It was added later by Cary's close friend, Charlie Cary Grant. With significant connections to Las Vegas, Charlie envisioned a retreat for Cary, a place where he could escape the pressures of Hollywood life. After all, who wouldn't want a private pool house as a perfect getaway? Even Cary's daughter, Jennifer Grant, has shared sweet memories of the place. She talked about playing on the expansive lawns and wandering through the rose gardens as a kid. Must have been magical. The villa's design showcases a timeless Moorish influence, exuding charm and luxury at every turn. With its celebrity connections and old Hollywood vibes, Villa Paradiso is a real treasure. Currently, it still stands, waiting for someone new to appreciate its beauty and history. Before we go into the details about this house, let's get to know a bit about Cary Grant. Cary Grant, or Archibald Leach as he was originally named, was born on January 18, 1904 in Bristol, England. Cary's early life certainly wasn't easy. His dad struggled with alcoholism, and his mum faced mental health challenges, leaving young Archie to navigate a pretty tough start. But even then, he had this spark, this undeniable charm. At just 16, he joined an acrobatic troupe, which was where he started to shine. Performing on stage gave him his first taste of the limelight, and it was clear that he was born to entertain. When Cary made his way to Hollywood in the 1930s, it wasn't all glitz and glamour like he was told. He had his fair share of rejection several times. Yet after being pushed away by several film companies, Paramount Pictures saw something in him. That was when he dropped Archibald Leach for Cary Grant and started building the career that would make him the Hollywood legend we know today. He was a natural with that perfect mix of comedic timing and style, stealing the show in classics like The Awful Truth and Bringing Up Baby. By the time the 1940s rolled in, he wasn't just a comedian anymore. He was a leading man, wowing audiences in everything from Alfred Hitchcock thrillers like North by Northwest to romantic dramas. Even though he never won a competitive Oscar, Hollywood recognized his brilliance with a special Lifetime Achievement Award in 1970. And let's be honest, Cary Grant didn't exactly need trophies to prove his impact. His charisma, style, and wit left a mark on cinema that still shines today. Off-screen though, his life was a little more complicated. He married 5 times, with his most famous and final marriage being to actress Diane Cannon. They wed in 1965 and had 1 child, daughter Jennifer Grant, in 1966. However, their marriage faced struggles, leading to them calling off the union in 1968. Diane later revealed that Cary's control over her, his struggles with happiness, and his push for LSD experiments contributed to the breakdown of their relationship. She even suffered a mental health crisis following their split. After retiring from acting in the early 1970s, Cary dedicated himself to raising Jennifer, forming a close bond with her. Now, let's talk about Villa Paradiso, Cary's private sanctuary where he could escape the pressures of Hollywood and just be alone. Let's dive into what made it so special. It's pretty easy to say that Cary Grant's Villa Paradiso is like stepping into a slice of old Hollywood history. Nestled in Palm Springs' exclusive Old Las Palmas neighborhood, this estate was built in 1928 and has the perfect mix of Moorish and Mediterranean styles. The thick white walls, arched windows, and those classic terracotta-tiled roofs give it a classic, almost storybook vibe. Spanning 4 acres, the property doesn't just stop at one house. It has a collection of 4 buildings, including a guest house specially designed for Cary Grant himself. The other 3 buildings include the main house, the caretaker's cottage, and the pool house. There are also 4 car garages and a motor court. The whole estate is wrapped in manicured gardens, lined with tall palms and cypress hedges, and even features a tranquil pond. Let's step inside the villa. The interiors feel warm and inviting, blending elegance with Cary's personality. You've got high ceilings, exposed wooden beams, and wide open spaces that let natural light flow everywhere. The furniture leans toward ornate, think intricately carved pieces paired with rich, heavy drapes. And the walls? They aren't just painted. They're given a touch of life with hand-painted murals featuring trees, birds, and even monkeys. It's playful, colorful, and totally unique, with rooms splashed in bold shades like royal red and turquoise green. It's clear that it was a home filled with character. The living room in Cary Grant's home is 35 feet long, so you can imagine it being pretty spacious. It's got a fireplace that adds to the cozy vibe, and a big chandelier hanging overhead. The ceiling is boxed, which gives the room a luxurious look. With so much charm, it's easy to see why this room hosted a lot of big names over the years, celebrities, politicians, and probably a few people you never guess. Then there is the portico, which connects the main house to the 3-bedroom guest wing. It's one of those features that really ties the whole place together. One of the standout features is the impressive red carpeted staircase leading to the upper floor. It is grand but not over the top, just enough to remind you this was a space meant for a big-time Hollywood star. And then there's the formal dining room, with its vaulted beam ceiling and a chandelier right in the center, casting a cozy glow, perfect for intimate dinners or hosting a gathering of close friends. The kitchen in Villa Paradiso also had a personality of its own. At the center, there was a rustic, plank countertop island that gave the room a cozy, welcoming vibe. Lining the walls were framed photographs of Hollywood stars, a nod to Grant's career and the legendary friends who likely visited this space. It wasn't flashy, but it had a simple charm that made it feel like the true center of a home. The bedrooms were all about comfort and style. Each one felt like its own little sanctuary, with cozy sitting areas, elegant chandeliers, and ensuite bathrooms that offered a touch of luxury. You'd find soaking tubs, walk-in showers, and all the little details that made these rooms feel inviting. Throughout the villa, there was this thoughtful balance between beauty and practicality. Carefully placed mirrors and art pieces added a bit of life to the spaces, while custom cabinetry tied everything back to the home's Spanish-inspired design. One interesting feature was how every room seemed to flow effortlessly into the gardens or courtyards, making the whole property in perfect harmony with its surroundings. Outside, the estate was just as stunning. The saltwater pool, surrounded by towering palm trees, was the perfect spot to escape the desert heat, whether you wanted to swim or simply lounge with a drink in hand. It was recently redone and is around 60 feet long. The grounds were filled with lush, manicured lawns, vibrant rose gardens, and shaded pathways that made every corner feel like a hidden gem. Stone walls, tall cypress trees, and a serene pond gave the whole property this peaceful, almost storybook-like quality. It was private, tranquil, and absolutely breathtaking. A true oasis in the middle of Palm Springs. The property was purchased by Tony and Robert Kramer in 1995 for $1.3 million. The Kramers lovingly maintained the estate, preserving its old Hollywood charm while updating key elements. Tony Kramer even referred to the villa as Mar-a-Lago West due to its grandeur and luxurious feel. Eventually, the estate was listed on the market in 2017 for $13 million. While it initially attracted a lot of attention, there hasn't been any clear information about the exact buyer till this day. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.